Hi everyone, welcome back. So, community game number 7 is underway. I'll just do a quick rundown of the players and we'll get started. So, playing as Russia we have Orangeman. Playing as Germany we have JDNight. Playing as the UK we have Stevie Mack. Playing as Japan we have Mannerheim. And I'm playing as the US. Okay, so let's get stuck in. One thing for me, I'll note this game is the fact that I'm US. It's really nice for me recording because obviously I do the summaries for each round for the previous player, so being the last one to take a go each round is nice for me summarising. So we get a very clear picture on the board of what's happening before I take my go. So summarising and recording for me is going to be very easy this game, which is good. Anyway, let's jump back in. So round 1, Orangeman. 4 infantry, 3 artilleries. Now the combat move was slightly unusual here. We know the standard move for Russia round 1 is to go for 12 into West Russia and 9 into Ukraine. Orangeman went for 14, I believe, into West Russia and 7 into Ukraine. I've not worked out the odds, but obviously that does limit your chances. It does change the odds pretty drastically. I'm not too sure what the actual odds were, but whatever they were, we got absolutely destroyed in Ukraine. It wasn't pleasant. I definitely think we got shattered on the dice here, but still. So we lost 1 infantry. Sorry, they lost. Who's the player? Actually, JDNight lost 1 infantry. Sorry, and we lost 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank in the opening. So Germany was pretty much sitting here with everything they had before, including obviously the bomber and the fighter, which is pretty important to kill early on. So we got a very, very bad Ukraine start here. Although on the flip side, obviously West Russia was stronger than it should have been. So a bit weird, but yeah, it wasn't a great start. So we had to obviously abandon the Caucasus straight away and pull everything back to West Russia. Now what's nice is we've done some calculations. I'll get to this on the other goes as well, but we did calculate we can still hold West Russia for round 2, provided that we do certain attacks and these work. We think we can still hold. So, but yeah, Germany is in Karelia for round 1, unfortunately. Fairly standard non-com moves again. A few minor differences here and there, but the principles were the same. So for Germany, this is JDNight. Very standard Germany opening here. 2 artilleries, 11 infantry. Now I'm not sure. Looking at the board, at the end of round 1, Russia's round 1 turn, Germany obviously had a lot of troops bordering West Russia. I did the odds that he could have wiped West Russia in round 1 fairly comfortably. I'm not sure if he missed it or he was showing mercy, but he didn't go for it. He stacked Karelia instead. So we got very lucky there because the game could have been over immediately if he'd have gone for West Russia. So I'm not too sure. Again, if that was missed or he decided to just to play the game out a little bit longer. Either way, we're still in the game, which is the main point. So there we go. Yeah, combat. I bombed. Okay, yeah, why not? Yeah, and also to note here, Season 7 went extremely well for Germany. This is very unfortunate. So Germany's start here is extremely strong. They've got an extra fighter, an extra bomber, and also they've lost no troops going for Season 7, which obviously in turn means we couldn't obviously drop a fleet into Season 7. That would be extremely impractical. There was 7 planes watching Season 7. As well as we have to clear this up as well. So yeah, we're not going to go for a fleet initially. So Stevie Mack purchases 1 fighter, 2 infantry, and 1 complex. Now we went for a complex this game. This is something you don't often see, obviously, but we talked this through, and I think given the situation in the game, this makes the most sense because dropping a fleet here is not going to happen probably for a few rounds at least. Instead, obviously, the US can mobilise and get a substantial number in the Atlantic to defend the British numbers as well. So in the meantime, we obviously have to make sure we can keep Russia alive. And yeah, this complex made a lot of sense. So we can't drop a fleet. Germany actually went for Transjordan and failed, which is another good indicator to go for this, because it means you can just pull everything into Egypt. So we attacked the battleship and won. And obviously saved the bomber as well, which is a great start for us as well. So we've still got the bomber free, which is good. Which means we can pilot everything into Egypt and just control this. Yeah, so good. So pretty standard as well. We took the transport in 61, and the battleship died there, and we pulled everything back to the US coast in 11. just to keep them alive for now. We'll reunite the fleets at some point, and hopefully, yeah, Britain by round. I'm not sure when they can drop a fleet, but it won't be for the next few rounds. But at some point, we'll be getting a UK fleet up as well. Hopefully, deal with this this German group of subs, unfortunately. So for Mannerheim, Japan, 3 transports, 2 artilleries. Now we couldn't drop the maximum 3 units into India, so this feels to me like he's going to go heavy on India, given he's got 2 infantry in Burma. It seems like the play here, so I'm going to have to be careful of this. So, although the good thing for us this game, I guess, is we do have the complex here, so we can reinforce India a little more easily, which is good. We do have a transport spare as well. We missed that. It was funny. We were going through our UK's moves together, me and Stevie. We were both scanning the board and just making sure we didn't miss anything. We both missed this, which I don't know how we missed that, but we did both miss that. So we were left in infantry in South Africa, annoyingly. But yeah, we still have a transport free for now, so if we need to ship things over, we can do. But hopefully we can probably bring this transport around and use it in the fight later on against Germany. So, combat moves for Mannerheim. Pretty standard. Took Buryatia. Anhui fell. Burma fell. Pretty well, actually. Yunnan, obviously. And 61. So, lost our UK stuff here, obviously. What's nice, though, is the fact we've still got all the fleet in Pearl Harbor. So, I was saying to the Stevie that I would like to bring everything back if possible straight away, because obviously there's a lot more German pressure in the Atlantic than there normally would be. So having these spare ships is really good for us. It adds more pressure onto India, obviously, but it makes it easier in the Atlantic. So I think this is probably a good thing for us. And obviously with the complex here, we're sort of countering the fact that he's pulled the extra units back, because we've got extra production here anyway. So it sort of balances out a little bit. So this is a good thing for us. Failing not stand out everything else, and on to me, really. So, yeah. So we have a lot of destroyers right now, so I'm thinking of changing the build possibly slightly. It's tricky to know what to go for here because, yeah, obviously a carrier, I'm going to get a carrier, that's a no-brainer. And we can't move out just yet, obviously, because there's a lot of... yeah, season 13 is obviously guarded pretty substantially. That's definitely safe. So I think we're just going to wait for a turn or two. Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to mobilise here. I'm thinking in terms of where I'm going to be shucking into Europe. I'm thinking if this fleet maybe goes somewhere up north or into the Baltic, doing the Mediterranean shuck might be the way forward. Just to kind of, yeah, make things a bit easier for us. And I'm just thinking where to attack initially, because obviously we can't go north right now, because there's 4 boats here, making sure we can't do that. So we can't go north. So maybe thinking into Africa just initially, and we'll think from there. But anyway, carrier. Yeah, carrier. Because we've already got 3 destroyers, but they're not going to be in here until at least like 2 or 3 rounds to get like in fighting range of these boats. So I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to have 2 transports that are full already, and in fact, why are we doing that? No, we have to. 2. Get a tank actually instead. Let's do that. Okay, combat moves is not a lot for us to do. I think there's nothing for us to do, to be fair, here at all. So we can skip ahead straight away. Now non-com. Ooh. Do I go for the TTG move or dropping a? I think I will actually. I think I will. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So the sub can go somewhere else. We'll send it up north. Hopefully that's missed by Mannerheim. Though these transports won't be here forever, so it's not really do much. Move it across. Battleships coming down, destroyer coming down, cruiser going forward. We can't put it in 12 obviously because we'll get destroyed by the subs. Carrier across, destroyer across. Let's move everything as far forward as we can. So Gibraltar's not really an option in this game, given the 2 fighters here and also the bomber in Germany. So Gibraltar's not going to be viable for a landing. I'm just thinking we need to get fighters into West Russia, or at least somewhere in Russia, as fast as possible to try and support. So I'm just thinking, what's the best way to do that? 2, 3, yeah, because even going to like Greenland, I can't do much there. Where can this bomber go? This first, I had to move. So we've calculated that if I move our fighter in here, we can hold West Russia. So let's do that first. Pull the guys back. Move all you forward. Bomber. Where could we use the bomber? I think just go to UK, to be honest, because we're going to try and bomb Germany, I guess. The fighters is the key thing here, so... Oh, good job I spotted that. There's a fighter hiding in Hawaii there. Right. If we go down here, it's still going to be 2, but we can maybe support. Let's do that. So we can probably drop it into Egypt next time, and then onto somewhere else, hopefully later on. That's good, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, yeah. That bomber can range so many sea zones, it's crazy. I'm just debating whether to put some troops into Africa straight away, but that's not really... I can't do that. With only 1 destroyer defense, that's not going to be worth it. I think that looks okay. It's not an ideal start for us, obviously, but we have to sort of, yeah, manage the, adapt a little bit to this German threat on the north at the moment. So I think we're okay. I can't get tagged by anything here. The transport is safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're fine. All right, let's go there. Beautiful. So, yeah, obviously attack power lead clearly for the Axis right now, as you'd expect given the start. A lot more firepower than they usually would have. But we're prepping. So, okay, that's the board at the end of round 1. So, we've obviously given, we've done some calculations to the attacks that need to happen for Orangeman round 2 here. So everybody taking Bello, Ukraine, and obviously the Caucasus need to fall. And we've still got enough troops here to hold West Russia, should all these attacks go well. So we're still in the game for now. It's going to be nice having this extra deployment into Africa directly for the UK here, because the fleets are way off. So for now we can just focus on just controlling all this IPC here, and obviously also supporting Russia and holding the Caucasus as well. So this could be a vital complex for us. You very rarely see it in games, but I think given the board this time, I think it makes complete sense. So hopefully this is going to pay off for us. But it should make it a unique game at least. I very rarely see this. I don't think I've played it actually at all in ranked. So having a go with it this time should be fun. Seeing how well it works for us. But there we go. That's round 1. So I'll see you for the summary for round 2. Okay, we're back for round 2. So let's have a quick look at round. The beginning of round 2 anyway. So purchases 2 artillery, 3 infantry. I noticed this actually when I was doing a review of the board, that Russia had banked some resources. So actually this round Russia's got 36 to spend, which is quite interesting. So yeah, a bank strat from Russia, interesting. Combat Belarusia, Ukraine, Caucasus. Did actually do pretty well in the combat, to be fair. We took all 3 with minimal losses, which is nice. Only lost 1 infantry in total, so pretty good there. There's been a few mistakes, I think. Ideally, I think because 2 of these infantry moved from Sichuan, or no, sorry, two moved from Novo into Kazakh. But I think what should probably happen, they should go into Russia, because you want all available troops really in Moscow to be able to hit back against potential, mass attacks from Germany. So you want to try and, the more units you have nearby, the better chance you're going to have to dead zone a province. Also, these 5 infantry should have probably been moved, because the attack from the Japanese potentially could be quite nasty here. We've got 3 infantry But there was before they all moved. Obviously, there was a lot of planes, and it was 3 fighters and 1 bomber in range of Yakut. So luckily, the Japanese play didn't go for it, so we've got away with it. So hopefully, we can pull these guys back and just help out with the defense of Moscow a little bit. But yeah, not too bad. So poachers, again, solid from Germany here. 3 artilleries, 11 infantry. Ukraine retaken, Belarus retaken, and pushing everything they can back into Karelia pretty much. Pulled the fleet back slightly as well, which so we've got a bit more breathing room. I'm still not exactly sure what we're going to do here. I'm going to have to make a decision. I'm going to go for Morocco this turn for myself, but I think moving forward, I guess we have to go for a Mediterranean shock. I'm not sure. It's going to be really hard to flush these guys out, but we'll see. So, UK, round 2, Stevie Mack. With our lovely Egypt complex. I have to say I do like this a lot. It's really cool. We'll get onto this in a second because this is looking really promising for us actually, given our mix start, I'd say. So 2 infantry, 1 fighter, 1 tank, 2 artilleries. We're already heavily dropping stuff down into the south region here, with some fires going into UK as well. Combat. Some nasty bombing in Italy. Absolutely leveled it. Leveled the complex in Rome, which is nice. So there's going to be no complex, no deployment out of there for this round, which is fine. And just went into Libya, which is quite a nice move, I think, because it means that to take this back, they kind of have to commit 2 troops, pretty much. Or if they go for like a bomber run, maybe. But yeah, we're just whittling down the numbers here, because I'm going to be landing here in this round, so we're going to be pincering these German forces and hopefully taking them out fairly quickly, so we can just focus purely on India and Russia, because this is happening. So yeah, that's the UK summary. So for round 2 for Japan, okay, 4 infantry, 4 artilleries. Going heavy on the attack on India. This is an India play, which for us I think actually is fantastic. It's ideally what we want happen, what we would want to happen, because Russia's a little bit dicey. We're gonna have to pull out of West Russia this round. But having the pressure come against India, I think is better for us, particularly because we've got a complex in Egypt this game. So having the pressure coming here is definitely better. I think, yeah, it means we can hold this a lot more easily with this complex nearby. So, combat, bits and bobs. Oh, a bit of raiding on India as well, okay. Xinjiang, just drop it to them, and, yeah, take it to undefended territories. This was a surprise. I thought at least try and go for something up here, but I think we're just, yeah, deadlocked here for now. Actually, to be fair, now he's moved the planes away, we might be able to get away with actually just holding this. It'll be 3 infantry, 1 fighter, 1 bomber, probably. 1, 2, yeah. 1 bomber, so maybe I'd look at that. That might be worth trying to just hold, actually, to give the... Because if we know Japan is going for India, then I guess we want to pressure the Japanese as much as we can, really, to kind of, you know, force them to pull away from India if we can. But, yeah, I think for us, him going for Mannerheim going for India is a good thing, so we can make a nice little bottleneck down here. And on to me. Okay, so, purchases. And we have Stevie here, who's controlling the UK. Alright.
Hello, all.
Hello. Right, so purchase-wise, I mean, I'm going to be going for pretty much transports, I guess, given I've got a lot of fleet to spare after the lack of a Pearl Harbor. I need 8 units to pick... Oh, I don't know, actually. 3 transports. I guess I'm going to go 3 transports and enough to fill those transports up. And then I land in Morocco. I could potentially hit Italy as well, maybe next round, do like a mass landing somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, because I could hit Morocco this round. Then maybe attack the troops in Germany, or I could go for a mass landing elsewhere. Okay. I'm going to have to pull my fighter back to India, I guess, aren't I? Given the fact that the Japanese are going all out for India.
Oh, sorry, I had my mic down. Yeah, I like the Morocco thing. I like moving towards Egypt, which gives us a chance to move either towards Russia or India. And at any time that, you know, you think the Navy is in the right position, you can just interrupt the whole march and go north to either France or Italy or whatever.
Yep, sounds good. I was just saying as well, with my fighter in West Russia, I guess that's got to go to India for now, hasn't it? Given the fact that
Yeah, well, yeah, Russia's safe for this turn, so yeah, we can always bounce back up. We want to definitely keep them out, and then the other question, I guess we can talk about later. I'm not sure if I need to block 35 or not with a destroyer, so I have to calculate the odds of Japan coming in. But now we're drifting off to another turn, to another country. But you know, just they all kind of tie together, and that's how my mind works. I start thinking everything through like that.
Yeah. It's a fairly big attack coming, but I think we should be okay. We've got a lot of fighters in the area. If we need to, we can always pull stuff off from Russia as well. But yeah, okay. I'll do my. I've gone for 3 transports, enough to fill them up. So I'll be shipping in everything I can to Africa as soon as possible. All right, combat.
You're gonna do a bombing raid on a. There you go.
Yeah.
No need to bomb Italy. I put that thing down to the ground. Scroll them out and you'll see that nice big 6.
Yeah, smoke in ruin right now is Rome. I like it. Bosh. There we go. Anything else I can do here? Let's have a look.
I'm not suggesting that you should do this, but I will remind you that you do have a sub up by Alaska.
I do.
He's got a submarine and a destroyer out there. It's the only thing that we could hit. So the odds would be in his favor.
It would be.
Like I said, I'm not saying we should do it, but I've got my sub on the other side as well. And 44, so both of us could do a single strike.
Yeah, if I can take out one of them, you can maybe take the other one. That's tempting.
I don't know that it's a good idea. It's just an option.
It's an option we have.
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait for that. Actually, to be fair, I actually have to do that because I've got nowhere to run. He's blocked me in, so I might as well attack. You see what I mean?
There you go.
There's no space I can run to.
I can follow in and maybe finish him off.
All right, let's do it. That's what we can do.
Good. I just didn't want to get past the combat phase before you would consider that situation there.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I can do, to be fair, given combat situation. Right. Let's do it. Not missing anything, have I?
No, you don't have a lot of options. Everything else is non-combat.
Cool.
Unless you wanted to suicide something.
No,
I know. I mean, the only other option would be like to suicide a transport to land into, France or something. But that's a really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Plan.
Just 2 on the bombing raid. Not great. It's not a bomber down though. At least that's. Can't complain. All right, sub battle. Okay, nice. I killed the sub. Oh, I lost mine though.
Okay.
Damn. So you have a choice if you want to go for it or not. It's up to you. Right. Pull these guys forward.
Well, if I hit him, it'll be a 50. It's a 50-50 to hit him, and if I hit him, then you've got options to be annoying with that transport. Not really. He's good. He'll just bring aircraft out. So.
Yeah. I think I'll probably just pull the transport away, I guess. Yeah, it's not much use there. I've done the old TTG move into Hawaii. I do like that one. It's good fun.
Yeah, it's a quick one on the spot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, I can land 2 fighters into Equatorial Africa. And then they can reach India next round if I need them to. That's quite good.
What's defending? Well, the only thing he can hit you with your fleet is... he can hit that. He can take his bomber into 13, so you've got to go up and defend that, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking what I need. Oh, actually, yeah, the subs can still reach, can't they? Shite. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jeez. Yeah.
Indigo 6. So it's 5 against 6 with that.
So you don't want to pull the fighters away, that's for sure.
I've got 2 fighters now sitting on the carrier, so that's okay. They're maxed out. And I've got 2 that are going to be in range of India as well, so that's not bad. It's about as good as it can be, I guess.
Well, and if I tried to, chat with you last night before I made my move, but it just didn't work out. So that's why I moved the wrong way with my British.
It's all good. Ooh, does he go for that? I didn't even notice the fleet there, to be honest, in number 6. I know they were there. I mean, I didn't notice they could reach 13, and I went for the attack without thinking. That's alright. We'll let them try it. It may be a way to flush out their subs anyway, just to get them to come down. If they attack, and they will lose something, so you can finish them off if they attack me.
Well, once you lose your destroyer, your aircraft can no longer hit its submarines. And it'll be auto combat, so the destroyer's going to go first round.
Although I do have 2 of them, so that's a bonus. So it's
there you go. Cool.
Yeah. It's not actually too bad.
No, I'll just kill a couple of his. Kill, say, the odds. He's going to lose his subs. Well, no, he's going to choose what he loses.
Yeah, it would take his subs.
Yeah.
That's not bad. All right.
Yeah, his odds change.
And I've got destroyers moving in as well. There were 2 after that. I've got loads of destroyers. Okay, I think that's probably all I can do. You agree with the Persian move, by the way, the infantry? I'm thinking ahead to India if we need extra troops there. So I've moved 2 down to Persia.
You still have a choice. You can still run back north, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about India. I should probably block with a destroyer this turn just to keep them from jumping through.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. But,
Are you thinking they're going to go for Egypt, or are you thinking they're going to go for just a mass landing?
They could land. Well, they can drop something into Italian East Africa or something just to kind of get somebody ashore.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he can't. I don't know. I'll have to math it out. If he brings his fleet backing it up, he's only got 1 battleship there, right?
Yeah.
So I'll have to do the odds on it. I'll decide on it. Like you said, if Egypt looks strong enough to hold, I guess I'll just let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah, sounds good.
And we'll be all right.
Okay, right. I think that's for me done for my non-con. Yeah, deployment, 3 transports, and enough boys to fill them up. Okay, Bosch, back over to Orangeman. So how are we looking? Yeah, we're definitely behind on firepower, but that's understandable right now, given the start. So it's going to be a mass exodus from West Russia into, I guess, Caucasus, and hoping he takes out Ukraine and Belarus as well on the way out. 36 to spend. It's not bad, is it?
No, he's got some money.
He's flush.
And it's like, Germany has to move away from its supply line, so reinforcements aren't keeping up. So Russia should be secure for at least a couple turns, I hope.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see, definitely, yeah. We will see. Yeah. Okay, right. I'll jump back on for round 3. Okay, we're back for round 3. So let's look at gander back at the start of the round. So 7 infantry, 3 artilleries, and repaired some complex damage in Russia. My mouse has stopped working. There we go. Combat, Ukraine, not bad, and Belarus, not bad. Just taking a few things out while before we retreated out of West Russia, because we couldn't hold West Russia, unfortunately, beginning of the round. Germany, some complex repair, not on Italy though, so Italy's still destroyed, which is nice. 3 artilleries, 9 infantry, and yeah. Combat, Libya, yeah, he moved in against the 1 infantry Stevie put in Libya. Then obviously we've taken him back since then, but yeah, that's different. Ukraine, not too bad. Killed some nice infantry there. Yeah, he lost something on every single one of these attacks apart from West Russia, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that's decent. So we made him work for it slightly, which is good. Yeah, so me and Stevie did this turn together, and we realised how bad the situation in India was. What we should have done, I think it was a mistake from all 3 of us, was not check the odds for India on Russia's turn, because that's the key, or my turn. That's the key to defending as the Allies. You have to be preparing, 3 nations in advance, if you know what I mean. So if Japan moves in towards Burma, then you've got to be prepping on the US turn to defend it for UK's turn. And obviously we needed some more firepower, basically, in India, because it has been taken. The problem was actually as well, me and Stevie made a mistake, because we noticed, well, we both saw this had been bombed, but then we both forgot by the end that we actually had to repair this, and we were planning the whole time on having 3 deployment slots in India, and we ended up having 2, so the odds we calculated were off which is really annoying because we managed to get, despite not having Russia's troops, we managed to get down to 55% odds of Japan attacking and winning, which is the best we could do. But that depended on 2 fighters and a destroyer going into 35 to block the 3 bombardments that he had available. But obviously we lost one of those slots. So one fighter never made it to the fight, so our odds went way down to like 75%, something like that. But Japan took it, which they obviously did, unfortunately. I can do a bit of a counter to that, which I will do actually. 2 infantry and a bomb. I'm going to try and clear this. Hopefully we can just slow them down a little bit. We need Russian troops coming down here, I think. Although I'm not, maybe not actually, maybe not. The situation in Germany is not much better for us either. They've got a hell of a lot of troops nearby, with lots of infantry coming through. This has been annoying because we would have liked to have been taking out Finland and Norway by this time, but unfortunately this has prevented that. There's a lot of firepower in this area, so we had to go south. So yeah, not great. India falling is a big loss, to be fair. I think that's we're still in the game, but I don't think it's. I think it's just more of a sign of the things to come, really. Because that was the one thing we could control, but we've messed it up. And sorry, my phone keeps going off. Right, combat Libya. We took a really nice battle in Libya though. Lost no battles, so lost no units, and destroyed 4, which is pretty lucky. So we've got more here than we really should, which is good. We went for the battle in 59 to try and take out the destroyer that was there, but can do it. Wow, he's made 4 transports. Just noticed. Jesus. This looks. Oh, please shut up! Shut up. Sorry. This looks like an Alaskan attack. To be fair, which would actually not be great for me right now. It's not a great move really for the Axis, generally speaking. But if they've just won India. And we're trying to mobilise quickly to help Russia because the situation with Germany is really bad. That could actually be quite a nice move because it's going to really distract me from helping out Russia, which is what I need to be doing right now. So that could actually work out for the Axis. Ooh, yeah, not good, not good. So Japan, yeah, we know 4 transports, and they've got enough to fill them up with some spare. Combat moves, Soviet Far East. This one, 35. Oh yeah, just took that, and then India. Lost 1 fighter. So I'm assuming that was in the anti-air. So actually we probably got... Yeah. The odds may have evened out slightly then because he lost a fighter in the initial attack by the looks of it. The initial anti-air roll, so... Us not having that extra fighter in India evened itself out slightly. Destroyed. Yeah, painful though. Very painful. But if we can take it back, we can at least delay for a second and just, prevent them from having a deployment zone directly outside of Caucasus. So back to me then. Purchasing 39 IPC to spend. I'm thinking of doing a big mass landing here, France, Italy, Southern Europe. We'll blitz through Algeria. And then, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we just go for a med chuck because we just cannot go north. There's no way we're going to be able to do that with the amount of planes that Germany's got available to them. So we're still biting the bullet on this one after round 1. Still having these 2 extra planes is so annoying, particularly the bomber. It's just such a hassle. And that battle as well. The round 1 went so badly for us. It's slowed us down a lot, and forced us into a bit of an awkward spot. But right, we'll be using the full 4 transports here, I guess. Shipping over 3, so we're going to need... We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll try and do... Maybe just do that, I guess. No, I think we... Well, we need to work out what we're moving here, actually. So we've been using 3... So we could just ship everything into this area. Given the fact that UK has lost India, maybe I give them Algeria just to kind of, buff up their IPC slightly. to offset that. So maybe let the infantry or tank blitz through here and just leave that for the British. So I'll take these 3 here then, which would only require 3 transports, which means we don't need an extra set of units to go with our other ones. So we're going to be dropping off 3, so we've got 6. So we've got enough for 4 transports there, which is good. And we're kind of stuck. I guess we've got 1 coming through, so just build some more units to fill them up. That's fine. Alright, let's do it. I think actually I might just blitz through with some tanks and just take this with infantry and stuff. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to take this. Let's go for this. Definitely make sure we attack that. That can't reach. You think can it reach? Could kill the cruiser, but that doesn't really do much for us. What's nice is we can defend all 3 of these sea zones fairly easily, because these planes are out of position, so that's quite nice. That's going back. That's being dropped off soon. Okay, I think that's probably all we can do. I really hope we clear this. This will be a really nice little take back, just to kind of slow Japan down a bit. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about this as well, actually, given the situation we're in. Because this Alaskan landing could be really hard to repel. If he goes for it, I guess we have to just bite the bullet and just drop 10 straight away into Western. We'll see if he goes for it. It looks like he is. I don't see why he'd deploy there and not here, because we've got no nothing of real. Although actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess it indicates Alaska. All right. Anyway, let's go with this. So we're taking up 3 of these slots. It looks nicer than it actually is because they can retake all of this very easily, obviously. But it's going to give us a nice bit of IPC boost for for a second, and yeah, get some transports in range down here. All right, let's do that. Let's just India first. I want to see what happens here. This could be quite a nice take back if we can get it. Need one of the infantry to hit, really. Nope. Okay, got 1 hit there though. And of course he gets 2 hits there. Brilliant. There's nothing in range of India, is there? Just have a check. There isn't. No, there's nothing in range of India, so we can't take it back anyway. I could have thrown away the bomber in that, just take out one of the blows, but that doesn't leave us much chance with a tank versus an infantry, so it's not worth it. Yeah, we just have to run from that, I'm afraid. Damn. Well, India has fallen then, officially. That's not good. Not good at all. Okay, these fighters then, I guess we can put them somewhere more useful. We'll go to Caucasus for now. Just move all these guys in. So 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1. 3 against 1. So we can actually move the fighters out here if we need to. That's fine. Move you back. Oops. Yes, we're safe in all these sea zones here. So actually, yeah, the fighters don't need to be at all. So we've got more fighters on the land, which is good. Let's grab you guys here then. One guy here. Okay, I think that's alright. 2 there, 4 there. Watch. Stevie was telling me to watch a film called Pattern. I've not seen it before. It does sound quite good actually, so I'm going to check that out. Just making a note to myself. Yeah, we've got a lot of map notes here. We're being very specific about what Russia should do really on round 4. We've got some key things to get across here. It's coming down to it though. We are really behind now, so it's obviously we're way behind on the attack power. Yeah, this looks better than it actually is because that's all going to get retaken soon. That's more realistic, and that's depressing. Yeah, not good, not good. Right, I think that's all we can do deployment-wise. So yeah, we're in trouble. So I'm thinking of doing like a med shock. So hopefully getting a nice flow of troops through around here maybe, because I don't think we're ever going to be able to go north comfortably. So this is the way we've got to go, I guess, and just trying to get a nice flow of troops coming through here, and just trying to pressure maybe something to do with India or reinforcing Russia. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the med shock. I don't often use it at all. I always go, or I like to go north if I can. France or the Finland, these two, depending on the game. But this is more, more unfamiliar with this one. I think the thing with this as well is it's not, it's a little bit slower, I guess. So it requires sort of 3 shocks. This from Canada to France, it's 2 because you've got like a system of transports going back and forth here, with troops moving up from eastern. But here you got to go shipping troops back and forth here, but you also got to ship troops back and forth from Morocco into wherever you want it to go. So it's a little bit more complex, slightly. But I think it's the best move given our situation. So there we go. Anyway, enough waffle from me. We'll get back onto round 4 in a bit. Cheers. Hi guys, welcome back to round 4. So let's have a quick jump back at have a look at what happened in the beginning. So 9 infantry for Orangeman. Combat move took Ukraine and West Russia, and then we've pretty much just pulled back to Moscow. It looks like we're still sitting in Moscow. Germany. This is JDNight. 9 infantry, 3 artilleries. Pretty standard and solid purchasing from JDNight this game, to be fair. Some pretty good combats. France is obviously retaking all the things I took, so France, Italy, and Southern Europe all been retaken. And took back Ukraine and West Russia as well. And non-com, he moved to he moved there before, didn't he? Yeah, so 6 fighters in Poland. So he's prepping an attack. I need to check the odds on this actually. The odds on Moscow. I think we should be fine for a round, given I've got 4 fighters in the area. We already have 4 there. I think we should be okay for a round, but I'll double check at the end of the finish recording. So, looking dicey to say the least. 2 infantry, 2 tanks, 1 bomber from Stevie. Right, when we were doing this move, we were both drunk. we were playing last night and we were just messing around, and it basically decided we had a mess of some map. It's just lost our sanity towards the end. But yeah, we feel like the game's pretty much over now. If we look at the attack power, the Axis have got a big lead, and it's not looking too healthy given how India falling was a huge thing for us. That was really not good, but I think that combined with the pressure Germany's got against Russia, it means we're very very stretched. It's all really leading back. I mean, the pressure slowing down, and obviously we couldn't take Norway and Finland. Laid back to this fighter bomber and naval presence that Germany had from round 1. It's just really slowed us down. But this was a huge mistake, I think. This is possibly the killer. But I'm going to try and set up a Mediterranean shock here and just try and keep Germany busy to try and minimise what's going forward, and just keep them distracted in the west rather than in the east with Russia. So I'll do what I can. Anyway, Mannerheim, 5 infantry, 2 tanks, 1 bomber. Repaired India. Was that the? Did he do the repair we should have done? That was the one point that cost us so much potentially. Oh god. Okay, so he's repaired the damage he did. Fair enough. Nothing much to say here. Just a few little bits and bobs moving forward, obviously. And back to me. So I've done a build in this one. I'm not too sure how exactly efficient it's going to be, but I'm trying to set up a 4-4-4 system of transports here. So 4 from 11 drop off units in 13. At which point for the next round, the 15 guys in 15 could pick them up from Morocco and drop them anywhere they please, really. So that's the game plan. So then I think what's a fairly efficient build, but we'll see. Got an extra fighter as well. I'm going to deploy it in Western just so we can slowly move that forward and get some more presence on the board. Combat moves, so I'm just thinking what's in range. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have to take Italy and Southern Europe to prevent these fighters from landing anywhere, so we'll do that as a priority, I guess. I guess we could 1, 2, 3. Think about bombing India just to kind of keep them distracted. 1, 2, yeah, that's fine. Right, so let's pick up. Grab you. Grab you and grab you as well. Bombard this. Bombard this. A little bit risky this one actually. Got 5 going here. Okay, it's got 2 transports and 2 transports. Okay. These 2. I'm just setting up. I used an extra transport here just to kind of, so I've got 4 sitting in the med now. And we're just going to try and match that in either of these 2 areas as well at any one time. Actually, the subs up here are going to be a bit of a pain. I realise they're coming down here to harass us, so that's going to be annoying to deal with. This cruiser should probably move out as well. If I'd go to 3 maybe. Just try and threaten a move against the shock. Combat wise here. Italy and Southern getting taken. Can't really do much. We can't land in France because it means we've got... Not this go. I'm just wary of his positioning of his planes. And there is a few infantry there as well. Okay, let's do that. This tank's going to move through to Transjordan with a view to hopefully, maybe doing some kind of attack down here if we need to. It's nice to have something in land around here. I think that looks okay. Let's do that. Alright, what's our luck like? Okay, we've got through the initial. Oh, not bad. It all helps. Alright, see if we can take down these two provinces. Okay, Italy falls pretty nicely, that's good. Nice bombardment, and it's dead. Sweet. Can't complain. Let's just double check what we need to be moving around here. Naval. Yeah, I'm just thinking what can range. So C-Zone 15 is now safe from the fighters. So there's only 1 bomber that can reach. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So what about this one? So that's that. No way they're reaching there. That subs can't reach. This is fine as well. So we don't have to move too much, to be fair. Let's grab 1, 2. 2. Let's just. Ooh, I kind of want the destroyers. Let's leave 2 subs. Sorry, 2 destroyers out here, with the view to maybe trying to block these subs that are going to be coming down. So we've got 2 destroyers ready to take that on. I guess I'm going to move this carrier closer to the fight, given we have got aircraft nearby to use if we want to pull them out. Although they won't be used at any point in this game now. I don't think it's going to be purely defending Russia at this point. That's good. That's good. 4 here. 4 here. We've got 4 transports there. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Right, okay. We are going to keep an eye on Hawaii as well because, as I mentioned before, he's getting close to the victory city number here with Italy and Hawaii combined. So I'm really glad I did this move. The TTG move, that's definitely going to make it more annoying for him to take. Okay, happy with that. So fire this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always very paranoid when there's a bomber on the map. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, well, we've got the ship going at least now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's close actually as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not far away from getting bombed. Yeah, so we've got the right number of transports now. It's just about matching the logistics up. So we'll drop this guy, these guys off, and yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Got the numbers of units right. That's good. Cool. Okay, well, we're doing what we can. We've got all our planes that we have in the area into Russia. We're harassing Germany down here. Like, obviously they can retake this, but it's troops and a distraction to buy some Russians some time. Really, that's pretty much what we can do. Hopefully get a bit of a presence as well. This is nice. We've still got this under control, so maybe we can think about trying to attack India back, but I don't think that's going to happen. It would need my help as well to do that, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, there we go. That's round 5, and also it's round 4, and I'll see you back for round 5. Okay, welcome back to the summary for round 5. So, jump back to Russia, 8 infantry. Nothing much to really talk about here. We're turtling in Moscow at this point. Purchase for JDNight, 7 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 tank. Oops. Combat, Caucasus, so he's moved all in now. Italy, just retaking. Southern Europe and Archangel, but failed to take it, which is nice. We've got one little bonus there. So they've pretty much just secured Germany. Caucasus is locked down tight now. I don't know what we can really do about that. I think that's there for the end game, to be fair. Unless we can get some. There's something going on in the Pacific, as you can see. So we'll come back to my situation over there, but we can't pressure anything in Germany right now, or in Europe for that matter. We've got to go back to the Pacific. There's a storm coming, a Japanese storm coming. Didn't even see it. Okay, anyway, so back to UK. Stevie purchases 1 destroyer, 3 infantry, 1 fighter. So we've got a fleet now, which is nice. So something we didn't have before, so we can finally start, moving things around the board a little bit. Norway and Finland need to go down fairly quickly here, if we can. Just got to be wary of their fleet, obviously, still. Well, sorry, their aircraft, I mean. So, combat, Karelia. Nice bombing raid. Did he bomb that? Bombing raid. Am I losing my mind? Oh, it's in... Oh, God. Me and Stevie are playing another game with someone else in the Discord, Real Keat. And I bombed Karelia in that game as the US, and I'm wondering why it said the UK had bombed Karelia for 3 when I bombed it for 3. It's a different game, never mind, I'm getting confused. I've got like 8 games on the go right now, so it's there's some of them are melting into each other. I can't remember which is which, but yeah, there we go. It's a nice bombing from Stevie. Northwestern Europe has been conquered, as has France, which is nice. Oops. And just various. Where did you deploy actually? So, 5 to there actually, okay. So I think there's potential to possibly... No, there's not. I was thinking we could maybe go back for India, but not with the Germans stacking Caucasus, there's no chance. I mean, if the Germans wanted to, they could maybe push... I think probably what's going to happen now, the Germans will obviously sit in Caucasus, and it will leave the Japanese free to move up to Persia, and then maybe Transjordan and try and take this complex out. Because I'm planning to move my entire fleet back towards the US to try and help with this situation here, because this is bad. It's extremely bad. So I can't afford anything going towards Europe right now, so that might mean Japanese have got a little bit more free reign to push back towards this complex and try and take it out, but we'll see. So for Mannerheim, 6 infantry, 2 transports and 2 artilleries, plus repaired the complex damage in India. Combat, Midway, just taking some islands to land on. Alaska's been taken, Venki's been taken, and Kazakh stormed in. I've got a bit of an idea of what to do with Kazakh actually. I think I've spotted something quite nice, but I'll get to that in a second. And then the Nogcom, he moved everything. Because this is the thing, I didn't even see it coming. I wasn't even considering this on my radar whatsoever, because he had a number of boats. I should have probably thought he had a lot of transports. and there was a potential to move this, but yeah, it went from 61 to 59, and immediately US has got like a ton of pressure on it. Like, yeah, there's no way of holding this. No way of holding this. I'm not. I think I'm probably going to pull the fighter out and just try and drop 10 infantry just to kind of make him work for it a little bit. We can't just gift it. And then just build what I can over here. I'm going to pull everything back, basically, and try and deal with this. This is annoying as well. This was obviously a coordinated shift, so you've got to watch out for this as well. So, yeah. Right, on to me then. Right, so... I'm not even sure that's worth it, because it's going to be 11 infantry. I'll pull that back. So 11 versus 12, 14, 16... Yeah... 22. Ouch, man. I don't feel we can't gift them that. Is it mainly just infantry, or is it it's a combination as well? Jesus Christ! Look, there's no there is no infantry paired with another infantry. It's all artillery and things. So, jeez. Okay. In that sense, I guess it doesn't really make sense to leave. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we're pulling everything back here. We're going to drop off these 6 units into probably something down here. Everything's going to be moved back. So what have we really got to fight against here? We've got to fight against 12, 14, 16 units, because they can't obviously land planes. So it's 16 units we've got to beat, because there's very minimal. Obviously, this is a huge initial push, but if we can clear it, there's going to be a limited follow-up, because they've got to go back and pick up troops again. There's only going to be 4 units coming in after the fact, with some obviously fire support, but yeah, we can try to deal with that. So what we've got to work out here is how to beat the, what did I say, 16 units that are going to be actually sitting in this initially. So it's going to be... Oof. I mean, I think I've got to sacrifice 3 transport. I was thinking of like dropping off in 19 into somewhere here. But that doesn't give me an option to attack next time. So maybe I think we drop the 6 off, lose the 3 transports, because they will get attacked by this sub. I'm not going to defend them. Save the 5, bring the fleet back. So that gives us 6. That gives us 16 units initially on the attack. We can supplement that with some extra units. So I think probably tanks and some planes. Yeah, about 5 tanks. What have we got in here actually? Is it actually all... Okay, it is all units, not anti-aircraft. So we have 16. It's going to give us 21 plus a fighter, and that is only 1 fighter, isn't it? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got a bomber in there as well for the fire, which is nice. I think that's going to be enough. I'm just going to double check the odds and I'll come back. Okay, with what I'm thinking about doing, we can crush the attack. Well, we can crush the attack. We can crush the troops that'll be in Western. But yeah, I'm just thinking about the follow-up. That's probably the best thing we could do, really. At least we can hold. It's going to mean throw away some transports, but I don't think that's going to be that's just inevitable. I think we have to do that just to ensure we take it back, because this is too dangerous. And if we can hold this well, and obviously if we conquer it really nicely, and the follow-up attack can't take it, then the Japanese are actually really out of position, because they can't really do a lot in the Pacific after that. So we'll make sure we secured Western. And this also leads up to a thing I'm going to try here. I'm going to try and blitz through Persia, kill these 2 infantry in Kazakh, maybe sack a couple of planes if I have to. Actually, I don't need to. I can just sack 1 if it's a double attack. I'm thinking these tanks could blitz through into... is this Sichuan? Yeah. If they get 2 tanks or 3 tanks in Sichuan, they could cause all kinds of havoc around Asia, because there's nothing that can reach them land-wise if these 2 infantry die. The bombers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bombers can reach, but again, they want that for the attack over here. And that's probably a good trade for us anyway, getting rid of 2 Japanese bombers. I think it's probably worth it to just move these guys out. Then if they survive us, they can just blitz through everything and just try and just eat away at the Japanese economy from inside. Gives us a bit of a heads up. I could try that. I'll mention it to Stevie, see what we can think about that. But yeah, for me, this looks like the best idea, to be fair. I don't think we can really do anything else. Let's try it. So let's go for this attack, and let's go 1, 2. Throwing all our fighters. We can't use the bomber because we need to move that over to, like Greenland? Yeah. Can't do anything attack-wise over here. We're just landing things. These subs are, yeah, a pain. We'll move everything into 13, I think. You can't hit the British fleet, which is nice. Although, do I need to defend the British fleet? 1, 2, 3. No, I don't. Just 2 attackers done that. Oh, I guess we could... I think we do need to defend them, actually. I think I'll move 2 guys in as well. Maybe give them 4 defenders, or 5 defenders, actually. Just to make sure they're safe from any kind of shenanigans. Yeah, I think that's all of the attacking moves I can do, to be fair. Let's do it. That's... No, that's not tempting, that's just stupid. Okay, so potentially have to sack a plane here if he gets 2 hits, but we'll see. You've got the logistics of it, you can blitz through it. Okay, so that's now clear for tanks to move through, which is nice. Okay, move you up. 13, defending that fleet. Move you up. Sacrificing 3, unfortunately, but needs must. Pulling back everything. Move you over here. Put you in there as well. Might as well put you over here as well. That anti-air gun could come in handy actually once we retake it, just to kind of deter the planes a little bit. Try and get a few free kills. Okay, so 3, they're dead. UK fleet is more than safe now. That's fine. And we're defending in 13. Okay, that's about as good as I think we can defend this. So tanks will go this side, and we'll put we've got a 6-unit defence. So they've got to throw something at it. They can't just back out. They've got to really commit to it, and that should give us a. Okay, we're hanging in there. We're not too far behind. This is sort of, I guess, around the area you'd expect. Particularly at the start of the game, Allies, the Axis being ahead by a few points, but the Axis are definitely winning this. There's no question about that. Positioning-wise, they've got some really strategic points now. So we are definitely way behind, but yeah, I'm hoping this is going to turn out eventually to be in our favour. As long as the attacks go as planned, and we can hold. You know, I think this could potentially swing it in our favour a little bit against Japan. Let us mobilise. Yeah, I'm not sure what the transition here is going to be though. I'll pull the... yeah, that's the thing. We can't sort of bail out halfway through and then go for Japan. Because we need to be pressuring Germany. It's hard to transition. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway. That's the best I can do this round, and we'll see what happens with the round 6 moves. Anyway, there we go. That's round 5. I'll see you on for the end of round 6. Okay, welcome back to round 6 and the final round of this game, because we've just lost. And I didn't even see it coming. Yeah, this 59 move by Mannerheim was really nice, because it was so much pressure immediately on Western United States. But also Hawaii, we should have realised that we were, you know, very close to losing, control of 10 cities, which meant even if I take back Western, which I can do obviously, it doesn't change the fact that we're still, about to lose. And the unfortunate thing for me is there's no ground troops, US ground troops left in Europe, so I can't. I've got 9 transports, but I can't do anything with them. So Italy is not a target. Even if it was, I don't really have the the forces to do it. My fighters are defending Russia, so it's we've just lost. So well played to Mannerheim and JDNight. Played a nice game. So I think I'll play through my round. Obviously, I want to take back Western, just a slight consolation prize as we lose. But yeah, I think there's a few key moments in this game that led to this. So I want to quickly just brush over them. Not brush over them. Cover them. Right, anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point, does it, to be fair? Some aircraft sounds nice. Cool. Now, if I've missed an opportunity to actually extend this game, then I will kick myself eternally. But there is nothing, is there? There's no. This is the problem. Yeah, there's nothing in range. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna go for a mass assault on Western, as big as we can. Let's go for India as well. Why not? Take some Japanese troops down with us. Western. Oh, nice. A perfect take of Western. There we go. That's something to enjoy. As we die. Okay, I'm not going to bother moving. I'll just quickly get to the final death screen and we'll... Well played, Axis. Nice work. So yeah, I think that's now officially the quickest game in community game history. I'm pretty sure that's the there goes the email saying we've lost. that's definitely the shortest game. So I think key points of this game then. I think one was the light attack on Ukraine, having 7 troops instead of 9, which then led to a fighter and bomber surviving, which for us obviously isn't great. But that alone wouldn't have been a deciding factor. I think the fact that also Germany got a really nice battle in Zone 7, having 3 subs and a cruiser still over, so losing no troops at all, was huge with this combined, because it meant that they could cover the whole Northern Sea so easily. So it delayed obviously Stevie's fleet, which again in itself isn't too bad because we had a lot of fighters, but you want to be dropping off troops pretty quickly to Norway and that kind of stuff. Try and slow Germany down. So yeah, we lost control of the north straight away and got forced into a different kind of shock into the Mediterranean, which is something I'm not as experienced with. I much prefer the old Finland drop. It's very simple. It's a safe sea zone, or a safe route to go as well, because it's all very far away from German-held territories. So you can often leave transports undefended with no worries because they are so far away. But the Med's a little bit harder because you've got to make sure you have the fleet to cover, because a lot of especially in the Med itself, like 15, obviously the planes can more or less reach you from Germany. So yeah, you've got to have the firepower to back it up, and it's a bit more of it's not a complicated shock, but it's just a bit different. So you've got the 3 systems of transport. So one drops off here, and then next round the ones from here pick them up from Morocco and drop them back off, so it's a little bit slower. Also, it's a different mindset because you're not with the Finland shock. You're dropping troops off and just increasing your numbers as the US. You don't want to trade with the US because you're trying to eventually outnumber Germany. With the Med shock, it's a different mindset because you are actively trying to trade with Germany. You're just trying to keep them completely occupied down here with trading. Obviously, the UK's doing the same to allow Russia some breathing room. So it's a different kind of strategy. I definitely prefer the Finland shock, but as I said, I've not had enough experience with the Med shock to really give it a full critique. But yeah, obviously Quinton uses it, so I mean that's a glowing endorsement by itself, because obviously he is a very, very top level player. So it's just, yeah, I need to get some more experience with using it really. So yeah, that was a key factor. I think the light Ukraine attack, the very unlucky Zone 7 battle, but also the loss of India was huge, I think, because it just puts on the back foot immediately, and that was just sloppy play from all of us really. There's not one person to assign blame to there. I think we all should have probably noticed that. So yeah, just there we go. I think 3 key factors there that slowly lost the battle. But this move was great. This 59 move was awesome, because like it's so unexpected as well. Like I should have seen the mass transports. It should have been an indicator for me. I just wasn't paying attention to it, because you're so used to seeing the Japanese just shuck back and forth from 60 to 61, dropping troops up in the mainland. And suddenly you've got the entire Japanese force in 59, like threatening two victory cities with no way of repelling them. There's no way. So yeah, it was a really nice move by Mannerheim. It's something I'm going to think about, I think, in future ranked games as well. I have used that 59 thing, but I don't know. To that extent, it was great because it knocked off two victory cities immediately. And if you have India, then it's extremely powerful. Yes, it was a nice move. Very nice move. Yeah, fun game though. Still, I mean, this, as I said before many times, this format is the most fun I have playing this game with 5 players because it always, adds something different. Each game is different. You get different play styles mixing together, and you get a chance to discuss strategy with people you've not really played with before. So yeah, it's cool. But there we go. I think well played to Mannerheim again and JDNight for some solid play there. that was good. Yeah, he played well, but also well played to Orangeman and Stevie. Teammates, we did our best, but it wasn't good enough today. But anyway, yeah, well played, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.